Well, hello everyone. Welcome back to another episode of World of Tanks with CS. This video is actually up here by demand of nobody other than my platoon mate and clan mate, North himself. He is also going to be the start of this video. It's kind of nice to showcase somebody's bravery and arguably selfless sacrifice in face of tremendous adversity. So let's get it started. So both of us are playing tier 9 heavy tanks. He's in his trusty T10, okay armor, good firepower, pretty fast, Soviet/Russian heavy tank. Meanwhile, I'm actually in another what they would call a Cold War monster heavy tank, the British Conqueror. Even though, as you might have heard in this game, the Conqueror it's a bit of a sniper, a bit of a Overwatch / standoff fire support platform. In that, you know, the gun handles well, it's got good penetration, good handling, but the tank itself it's kind of clumsy, so it's not the best when you are moving about and trying to dogfight or get to a good position. Also, armor-wise, it's not really great. Okay, well, you know, the turret is actually okay, at least from the front, and the upper plate is 130 millimeters. That's fairly well angled, so you will usually bounce tier 8 and 9 weapons and obviously lower tier weapons. But when you are going against tier 10s or gold spammers, there's no stopping it. The biggest problem with the tank is the lower plate can be panned by almost anybody. I'm pretty sure tier 5 can probably pan the lower plate no problem. And the ammo rack is right behind it and it's huge. Meanwhile, the side armor is only 50 millimeters, which means most tier 9 and 10 tank destroyers will just simply trip over match the size and go right through. And artillery will absolutely devastate the tank, even if the guy doesn't hit. Splash, bam, high roll. And as you can see, North is actually actively engaged with the enemy. I'm trying to flank and help, but as you can see, the tank is kind of clumsy and slow. So he's still going at it. Meanwhile, I'm rushing as fast as I can to flank and engage. So only an enemy T-32. I went for the backside of his turret instead of the backside of his hull because, you know, sometimes you want to aim for the module. The backside of the T-32's turret is actually the guy's ammo rack. If I rack the guy, I'll more or less incapacitate his ability to do damage to my allies. Meanwhile, you know, if I go for the engine, it's just gonna mess up his mobility, maybe for a fire chance, but he was almost dead anyway, so let it be. And now I successfully flanked the enemy's main push. That's actually their T-30. Pull one round into his ass, going for it again. And I'm not auto-aiming or just randomly shooting him. Obviously from this position I can pan almost anywhere on his hull. But I decided to aim for his rear drive wheel. In that case, I can do damage as well as, you know, tracking him. So I'm earning credit and experience from, you know, the assist I'm providing by tracking him, as well as, you know, keeping him in place so that he couldn't rush myself or my allies. Once again, going for the vulnerable modules of the check tank. So the last shot kind of went into his commander's hatch, just as the shot before went into his ammo rack. It's a good habit. You don't just want to whittle down his HP, but you also want to damage his modules. Now we have to double back to the base really fast because even though we were on the leaning flank, by the look of it, the other flank our team has, it's is falling, and our cap is actually being threatened. And there they go. I tried to snapshot the T-29, but couldn't get a shot off. So as you can see, even though the weapons handling on the Conqueror is good, it's not a T-62A or E-50M. And there's the enemy Mutz. I kind of miscalculated and shot him in the gun shield. Ironically, the space armor bounced me, and that was ironically probably the only spot on his entire tank that could have bounced me. But then he made the foolish mistake of ramming us, and the T-10 and Conqueror being heavy tanks are really not good choices, or should I say tanks, for him to ram. And just there, I might have accidentally kill-stealed North's 6 kill and his Top Gun. But it had to be done because, you know, being a Conqueror is paper, and anything that's derpy like the T-49 could pan you easily and wreck you. Now we're engaged with a AMX 5120 from the QSF clan. I'm being fairly cautious, trying to take pot shots, but not staying in place and not expose myself, or you're gonna get clipped. Unfortunately, North was probably too eager, and he got clipped to death. He paid the ultimate price. And there I got my 5th kill also. So there's 10 kills between us. But he dies, so there's no BAA, and there's no crucial contribution, unfortunately. Well, this is actually going to be the song I probably would have to play if I was to drag his carcass out of his burnt tank and bury him on the spot like they actually do in real wars. He was the star of the game, and so many honors were stolen from us. But kudos to him.